we're here 7 till 8 Tuesday evening Hatha. Thanks for joining, hope you are well. So tonight a standard Hatha class following the Shivananda format. So that's basically balance, and we do kind of a forward fold, so we're stretching open the back and then we go kind of into a back bend. So each stretch counteracts the other stretch, and also helps to calm the mind as well. So forward folds help to calm the mind, and the back bends help to bring energy into the body. So get started with initial relaxation. So lying down on our mats. We start with initial relaxation to bring awareness into how we're feeling, to tune in. Just see who's joining. Hi Lynn and hi Mike. Anyone else who's there? So just tuning in to where we are today, how the body is. So lie down and first of all make yourself as comfortable as possible, whichever initial relaxation pose works best for you. Could be knees bent up, which helps to release our backs into the floor. Could be legs out straight with the toes falling out to the side. If you can, try to have your palms facing up at the side of you. Try to draw your chin in towards your chest and feel your head resting into the mat. So for the first few minutes of this initial relaxation, ask yourself, why are you coming to a yoga session? Is it to create calm, create strength, create awareness? Those are just a few suggestions. You could be wanting to do yoga for different reasons. So take a few deep breaths. With each exhale, consciously release any tension in the body. Maybe scan the body to notice where there might be tension. Take awareness into your thoughts and notice the thoughts. Are they quite scattered, or are the thoughts quite calm? Can you be present with the thoughts staying on your breath, or maybe the thoughts are on other things, maybe what's happened in the day, what you've got to do tomorrow. So see if you can keep your focus on your breathing, on your body, on the here and now. Now about 60 seconds, see if you can focus on just your natural breath. So the breath as it enters in through the nose, and then the breath out through the nose. Keeping it natural for now, so not trying to change the breath. Keep the breath natural. spending about 2 minutes on the 3-part breath. So this helps to help our nervous system, helps the rest and digest, helps to reduce anxiety. So breathing in fully, not just breathing into our chest, breathing into the tummy, breathing into the side ribs, expanding the side ribs, expanding the chest, and exhaling all the way from the collarbones, chest, side ribs and tummy. Now return to your natural breath again. Notice how the body and the mind feels now. And we'll get ready for our supine warm-up. So if you've got a belt handy at the side of you, or a rolled up towel, or use your arms off your jumper. So stretching out both legs. Bringing the feet together, take a deep breath in and bring the arms above the head. So maybe first stretch of the day, point the fingers, point the toes, breathe out slowly, bring the arms down, and bring our knees in towards the chest. Just hugging the knees in. Maybe take the knees side to side to release off the lower back. So hugging your left knee towards the chest, extending the right sole of the foot up towards the ceiling, and push the heel away, toes towards the face. So big circles here with the big toe. And change direction with your circles. Point and flex, toes towards the face, toes towards the ceiling or away. Now draw the right knee in towards the chest and hug the left. Push the left sole of the foot towards the ceiling, and big circles again with the big toe. Change direction. And point and flex. Okay, and then bring both knees back into the chest. Just hugging the knees in. Now extend both soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, heels away, toes towards the face. Just bring the hands back down to the floor, so pressing the hands into the floor. Slowly lower the legs, not too low, just about quarter, and then bring the feet just above the head again. And slowly lower, so working the abdominals a bit, so drawing our tummy in. Breathe in to lift. And breathe out to lower. As soon as we feel the lower back arching off the mat, bring the legs back, or the feet just above the face, and keep the knees slightly bent. So just another 3 of these, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in. As you breathe out, bring the knees back into the chest and hug the knees in. And then slowly roll up to seated, or take the knees down to the side. Press the hands into the floor and lift up slowly. So going to sit cross-legged and do an upper body warm-up. So if you have your block, if you need to, so if you sit cross-legged and the knees are like that, it's easier to have a block to help the knees come forward a little bit, but also to help us tilt the pelvis forward. So if you have your belt by the side, first of all, just notice as well which shin is in front. And we want to try and cross the shins, not the ankles. So if you try and push your heels away a little bit, and then sit up tall, take the right hand out to the side, breathe in and stretch the left hand over. Then changing sides, so left hand presses into the floor, right hand stretches over to the left. Slowly back. And now stretching the fingertips up, breathe in. Breathe out, twist to your right. Bring the left hand on the right knee and the right hand behind. So a gentle twist for the spine. Breathe in slowly, back to the centre. Stretch up again. Breathe out. Right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand behind, twisting gently to the left. Slowly come back to the centre and walk the hands forward, looking down towards the floor, a couple of deep breaths. Hands back up, lift up, and then taking the hands behind, fingertips facing forward. We're puffing our chest up towards the ceiling, looking up towards the ceiling. And coming forward again, slowly. Okay, so whichever leg was in front, the other leg, crossing the legs again, the opposite legs in front. Again, we're trying to cross our shins, not the ankles. Sitting up tall. Now taking hold of a belt or rolled up towel. So taking that as wide apart as you can with the arms, and try to imagine you ripping the belt apart. So we start with the belt in front of us, and then keeping the arms straight as possible, see if we can bring the hands down behind us. So nice opening here for our chest. Great for our posture. So a couple more. Okay, and taking the belt behind this time, drawing the left hand down and the right hand up. Again, try to imagine you ripping the belt or the towel. Really stretching up. And changing sides, so left hand, right hand comes down and the left hand goes up. Really stretch up the right hand as tall as you can. coming into cow arms, a bit more work for the shoulders. So cow face arms, our elbows are lifted up, crossing our right elbow over our left. So this is eagle arms. Okay, and then we're lifting the elbows up, lifting the thumbs up, and hold for 3 breaths. Sitting up as tall as we can. Releasing, then shake out the arms, wiggle the wrists, rotate the wrists, and then change sides. So left elbow over right. See if we can swing the palms round, bring the palms together again. Lift the elbows up, lift the thumbs away. 3 breaths. Release slowly, shake out the shoulders. So now stretching the legs forward, just pushing the heels away, toes towards the face. And here we want to see if we can draw our kneecaps up. So I say sometimes in the standing postures, draw your kneecaps up. So when we're looking down at our thighs, if we draw our kneecaps up, we can see that the thighs are activated, the quad muscles are strong, to help us protect our knees mainly. So we're stabilising the muscles around the knee joint. So sitting up tall and taking hold of your belt. So first of all, we're doing half forward fold. So drawing the right foot into the left thigh. Try not to let the foot disappear underneath that left thigh. So the right knee's out to the side. If the right knee's up, you can take a rolled up mat or a blanket to rest that right knee on. Again, sit up tall and take the belt around the sole of the left foot. So we're trying to fold forward from the hips. We're trying to come forward with the chest lifted, taking the arms out to the side. We might feel the stretch in the lower back or the left hamstring or the calf. So we're not looking down towards the left thigh, we're lifting and looking forward. And see if you can walk your hands a little bit down the belt, closer towards the left foot, but not compromising the chest caving in. We want to keep the chest open. So about 5 breaths. In-breath, lifting up slowly, and the out-breath, stretch out the right leg. So just check that our kneecaps are engaged again. We're sitting up tall, pushing the right heel away, toes towards the face, then drawing our left foot into our right thigh. Again, sitting up tall. If that left knee is high, roll up your mat or grab yourself a cushion, so the left knee can relax on something, which is more efficient for the stretch. And then taking the belt around the sole of the right foot, sitting up tall first of all, and breathing in, leading forward with the chest, and coming forward as far as you can, and then walk the hands down the belt. Feeling the stretch, target area, up the back of the right calf, or the hamstring or the lower back. And 5 breaths again, keep looking forward. In breath, lift up again slowly and stretch out the left leg. Shake out both legs. So we've done our forward fold, so now we come into a back bend. So we'll come into Sphinx, and then we'll do a couple of different back bends as well. So the yang type of Sphinx is where the legs are engaged. So if you just try to squeeze your thighs together and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abdominals and draw our chest forward. Squeezing the legs together, drawing our kneecaps up maybe so the thighs are engaged. So this is a yang type Sphinx. It's about 5 breaths. Slowly come into crocodile, so releasing down, make a pillow with your hands and rest your cheek on the pillow, bring the big toes together and the heels out to the side. Now breathing into your lower back as deeply as possible. And then lifting up slowly, coming back into Sphinx. So we want to engage in all the legs, so the legs are squeezing together, the kneecaps are drawing up, squeezing the glute muscles. So that's how we want to think of our legs when we're in our standing postures tonight. The legs are engaged, strong. Okay, so from here you can stay in Sphinx or we can go into Locust. So if you're going into Locust, we want to be looking down to the floor with the forehead resting on the floor and the hands come to the side with the palms facing down. Again, we really want to point the toes, squeeze the legs completely. So first of all, we press into the hands, into the floor and lift to breathe up, just the chest and the head. Lifting up to breathe in and breathing out to lower. Breathe in, lift up the chest and the face, breathe out to lower. 3 more, breathe in to lift, breathe out to lower. 2 more. Okay, so the next stage is the forehead rests on the mat, then we're lifting the legs up. So squeeze the legs, lift, breathe in, breathe out, lower the legs. About another 3 or 4 times, forehead stays down, breathe in to lift, out to lower, in to lift, out to lower. 1 more, breathe in to lift, and out to lower. Okay, so the next stage is that we lift the face and the legs and the hands. So lift, squeeze, breathe in, breathe out, lower. So number 2, breathe in to lift, out to lower, in to lift, and out to lower. Then bring the hands again in front of the face, relaxing crocodile. And again, breathing as deeply as possible into your back. And lifting up again into Sphinx. So a yang type Sphinx. where we're squeezing our thighs, drawing our kneecaps up, squeezing our glutes. So from here we can stay in Sphinx, or we can come into a deeper quad muscle stretch. So if you press your left hand into the floor and the left elbow kind of in line with the front of your mat, and then draw the right foot up and take hold of the right ankle. Try not to lean over to your left. Push the right hip down, the right quad muscle down, and hold for 5 breaths in half bow. Bring the right leg to the floor and bring our right elbow forward. Again, keep the legs strong, thighs activated, drawing our left foot up, reaching behind to take hold of the left ankle with the left hand. Keep pushing into that right elbow. About 5 breaths, leaning over to your left slightly. Bring the left leg back down, and then stay in Sphinx, or we can try a full bow. So make sure our legs are activated, glutes are tight, and then we reach behind, lift the feet up, take the knees apart here, we take hold of both ankles, and then we breathe in to lift the chest forward, lift the knees off the floor. See if you can hold for about 5 breaths. And release down, release the legs, and come back into crocodile. So just resting your cheek on your pillow, big toes together and heels out. Back up, bringing our hands by our chest, press into the hands, lift up slowly. So we've done 3 back bends, so just be careful as we do some cats and cows. So breathing in, we lift the sit bones up, breathing out slowly, arch the spine up towards the ceiling. Press into the hands, push the floor away, draw the chin towards the chest. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out, curl under. So 2 more, breathing in to lift up, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Now slowly bring the bottom down to the heels, and stretch the fingertips forward in extended child pose. You can bring your forehead down to a block or your mat. And lifting up slowly. And we'll come to standing for the golden seed sequence. So standing the long ways on your mat. I'm going to take my socks off just to give us a better grip on the mat. Okay, so feet quite wide apart. So first of all, just drawing our kneecaps up so we can feel the thighs engaged. Palms out to the side, breathing in to stretch up. And then as we breathe out, turn the toes out, bend the knees, take the hands out to the side. So just push those walls away and into this squat with the knees back. We should feel the stretch in the inner thigh area. So this is called horse stance. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, now turn the toes forward and bring the hands to the floor in front of you. This is called elephant lays its trunk on the earth. So pressing the feet into the floor, press your left hand into the floor and breathe in and stretch the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. And slowly bring the right hand down, breathe in and stretch the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bring the left hand down. And one more each side, breathing in to lift the right hand up. Breathing out to bring the right hand down. Breathing in to lift the left hand up. And breathing out to bring the hand down. And then bending the knees, lift the fingertips up. So we're coming into the squat again. This one's called rocking horse, and we're holding on to the horse's reins. We're kind of pulsing in the squat. So strengthening the glutes, strengthening the thigh muscles, still breathing. See if we can go a little bit lower. And breathe in again. And breathe out. We come into dipping bird. So we sweep our wings behind and we reach forward with our face to catch hold of the golden seed. Then press into the feet, bend the knees, breathe in to lift up to rocking horse again. And breathe out, sweep the wings back for dipping bird, go for the golden seed. Breathe in, lift up to rocking horse. And breathe out, back into dipping bird. This time interlock the fingers above the head. Try to straighten the arms. And hold for about 3 breaths. See if you can go a bit lower in this dipping bird. And press into the feet, bend the knees slightly, breathe in to lift up. Stretch the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And breathe out. Slowly release the arms. So we'll do that one more time, that golden seed sequence. Palms facing forward. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, turn out the toes slightly, bend the knees into horse stance. So strong posture, press the feet into the floor, breathe in. Breathe out, lower. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. And then straighten the legs, turn the toes forward and come forward into elephant lays its trunk on the earth. This time, walking the hands or the trunk over to the right foot. With a couple of breaths. Walk the hands back to the centre and then take the trunk over to the left foot, both hands over to the left foot. You can either hold on to the shin or the left ankle. 3 breaths. And bring the hands back to the centre. And then bending the knees again, breathing in, lifting up into rocking horse. And kind of pulsing. A couple of deep breaths in and out. On your out breath. Go into the dipping bird. Again, interlock the fingers, stretch the arms above the head, try to straighten your arms. See if you can reach for your golden seed. About 3 more breaths. Pressing the feet into the floor, bending the knees slightly, breathe in to come up slowly, stretch the fingertips all the way above the head, and breathe out, slowly bring the arms down, and step the feet together, shake out the legs. Okay, so we'll come to do some standing poses. So with the feet pressing into the mat, about hip width apart. First of all, palms facing forward, breathe in, and stretch the arms, grow tall, fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathe out, bring the arms back down. And again, breathe in to lift the palms together, fingertips up towards the ceiling, and breathe out slowly, bringing the arms down. So one more, breathing in to lift up, and then breathing out, sweep the arms forward. Maybe have a micro soft bend in the knees to come into a forward fold. So first of all, we're going to go into half forward fold. So bring the hands either on the shins or on the thighs, maybe bending the knees a little bit. So what we're aiming for is the chest parallel to the floor, the face looking down towards the floor, and a nice flat back. So a breath in, and a breath out, and a breath in. Next time you breathe out, slowly bring the fingertips down the body, so we can take hold of the ankles or behind the calves or just in front of the toes. So here we are allowing the back to round, and we're letting the crown of the head release down towards the floor. Here we're going to step back with the right foot and the right knee down to the mat into the lunge. So stepping your right foot back and left foot's forward. Okay, so this lunge we're going to hold for 3 breaths, just with the fingertips pressing into the floor and the chest coming forward. Stepping our left foot back into tabletop. And from tabletop, just keeping the elbows going back, releasing the forehead and the chest down to the floor. So here we're in cobra. So here we want to squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the tummy, breathe in to lift up into cobra. Breathe out, push back into tabletop again, and turn the toes under into down dog. Holding down dog for 3 breaths, bringing our chest through to our thighs, taking our sit bones up towards the ceiling, drawing our kneecaps up. Bringing the left knee down to the floor, stepping the right foot in between the hands. Right foot forward into the lunge for 3 breaths. So lifting the chest forward. And turning the left toes under, breathe in. Breathe out to step the left foot into your forward fold. pressing into the feet, lifting up slowly, breathing in, stretching the fingertips up towards the ceiling, gaze at the thumbs, and breathe out back to mountain. Okay, so we'll do left side, slow sun salutation, palms facing forward, breathe in, stretch up, and breathe out, forward fold. So holding your forward fold for about 3 breaths. And lifting the face forward, breathe in, step the left foot back. With the right foot forward, holding 3 breaths in the lunge. Stepping the right knee back into tabletop and coming slowly lowering on your exhale onto the floor, chest and forehead down, then squeezing the thighs together, press into the hands, breathe, lift up into cobra, push into the hands, breathe out, tabletop, turn the toes under, lift the hips high, down dog. 3 breaths in down dog, spreading the fingers. Chest through to the thighs. And breathing in, look forward. Step the left foot in between the hands and the right knee down to the floor. If you need to, you can use your hand to ease your left foot forward. And 3 breaths in that left foot forward lunge, lifting the chest. Then press into the left foot, breathe in. Breathe out, turn the right toes under and step the right foot to join the left foot. 3 breaths in forward fold. Press into the feet, breathe in, stretch up tall, gaze at the thumbs. Deep breath out, back to mountain. So we'll do 1 more each side and we'll go a little bit quicker so we won't hold for 3 breaths each posture. So feet apart, palms facing forward, breath in, stretch up, breath out, forward fold, breath in, right foot back, right knee down into lunge, and then holding the breath, step the left foot back into tabletop or plank. From plank, exhale, knees, chest, forehead down to the floor. Squeeze the legs together, breathe in cobra. Breathe out, push back into tabletop and down dog. Breathe in, right foot forward, left knee down, lift the chest. Breathe out, left foot joins right foot, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up, stretch up the fingertips towards the ceiling. Breathe out, back to mountain. And left side, palms forward, breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, left foot back and left knee down. Hold the breath, step back into plank. Breathe out, knees, chest, forehead down to the floor. Squeeze the thighs together, breathe in cobra. Breathe out, push the hands into the floor. Turn the toes under, lift up into down dog. forward, step the left foot in between the hands and the right knee down to the mat, lift the chest, breathe out, step the right foot to join the left foot, forward fold, breathe in, lift up tall, and breathe out, back to mountain. Okay, so lie down on your mat for a couple of breaths to scan the body. Notice how the body feels after the sun salutations. So breathing and noticing. Notice the heart beating, maybe the heart rate slowing down. Bring the feet together, stretch the arms above the head on an in-breath, release the arms back down, bring the knees into the chest, just hugging the knees in. Slowly rolling up to seated, coming to standing again for a couple of standing postures. So we'll come to do triangle, so feet out to the side and hands on the hips to start. So edge your left heel out slightly so the toes are kind of in, and then turn your right toes out to the side. Keep the hips facing forward and then take our fingertips out to the side. Breathe in, breathe out, extend as far as you can to the right hand side, and then bring your hand inside the right shin and stretch the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. What we don't want is that top shoulder coming forward, so try and draw your top shoulder back. Try not to go too far down this right leg. So, and also try not to press too hard onto your right leg, so the hands can come out, the palm can face forward on the inside of your shin, and hold for about 3 breaths. Breathe in, press into the feet as we lift up slowly. Okay, and toes facing forward. So did we remember to draw our kneecaps up to make sure our thighs are activated in the standing stretches? So toes, left toes out to the side, right heel out to the side slightly. Hips facing forward, then extending the fingertips away again. Shoulders soft and relaxed. Drawing our kneecaps up, breathe in, breathe out and extend to the left as far as you can, and then bring that palm to face forward inside the left thigh or left shin, and the right fingertips stretch up towards the ceiling. Press into the feet to lift up slowly, and toes face forward, release the arms, step the feet together, shake out the legs. So next we'll do warrior 2. So the feet need to be wider apart for warrior 2. We need to try and get the bent leg to a right angle. So left heel out slightly, right toes out to the side. So we're just with the hands on the hips, first of all, with the hips still facing forward. We're trying to bend our right knee so it comes to a right angle. We still want to see our big right toe. So we have to try and edge the right knee so it's kind of tracking over the little right toe. Okay, so we could get straighten the leg, bend the leg, go a bit lower, straighten, bend, straighten and bend, and hopefully now we've gone as far as we can and we feel the stretch in the inner thigh areas. If you find that your knee's going over your right ankle, just edge that right foot forward a little bit, drawing our left kneecap up and then extending the fingertips away and looking over the middle right finger. And slowly release the arms, straighten the right leg, toes facing forward. And then we're turning to the left toes out and right heel out slightly. Hips still coming towards me. And then we're bending and straightening that left leg. So gradually increasing the flexibility, maybe going a bit deeper so we can get that left leg at a right angle. When you've gone to your edge and taken the fingertips away, really try to stretch the fingertips away and look over the middle left finger. And press into the feet, slowly straighten the leg and release the hands and toes forward, stepping the feet together and shake out the legs. So the last one, standing, we're going to do is our standing balance. We're going to do tree. So pressing your right foot into the floor and then the left heel comes into the right ankle or the left shin or the right shin or the right upper thigh. So we need to try to find a spot on the floor that's not moving and try to focus on that. So the left knee is out to the side. You can have the palms at the chest, shoulders back and down. Or we can take out the arms like branches of a tree. Or if we want to, we can bring the palms together above the head. See if we can hold for about 5 breaths. And bringing down the arms at the side, releasing the left foot to the floor. Shake out the right leg. We go to the opposite side, so pressing your left foot into the floor. Really grow tall out of that left hip and right ankle into the left ankle, the left shin or the left upper thigh. Then find your spot, find your focus, find your preferred place for your hands. And about 5 breaths. And release and shake out. Okay, so coming back to sitting on your mat. So do a forward fold. So if you need a block to sit on to help your pelvis tilt forward, which will help your forward fold, and then taking hold of your belt or towel or tie, wrapping it around the soles of both feet. So sitting up as tall as we can first, heels away, toes towards the face, and drawing our kneecaps up, drawing our shoulders back and chest forward. Breathe in, and we're tipping forward from the hips, and we're trying to lead with our chest and our face forward. And then when you've gone as far as you can either stay hold of the belt, Just see if you can reach your toes. Take the elbows out to the side, and then see if you can just look down towards your thighs. And here we're holding for about 10 breaths. Closing the eyes. Making your breath as deep as possible, allowing the back to ground and round. And the next in-breath, lift up slowly. And the out-breath, release the hands. Bend up the knees. So just to release off the hips a bit. Remove the block if you've got a block. So windshield wipers, feet apart and knees apart. Knees down to one side. Knees down to the other. So we're internally and externally rotating the hips. Getting that lubrication in the joints, stopping the hip joint from becoming fused. Okay, so we'll get ready for reclining twist to bring the body into its natural equilibrium. So lying on your back with the body in the centre of the mat, feet are together and knees are together and arms are out at the side. With the palms either up or down, just try to snuggle your shoulders a little bit deeper into the mat, and then take your knees down to the right hand side. So for 3 breaths you're going to draw your knees closer into your chest. And then 3 breaths, draw the knees slightly away and notice where you feel the stretch. Slowly breathe in, bring the knees back to face up towards the ceiling. Maybe readjust the back a little bit, and then breathe out slowly, take the knees down to the left. First of all, three or four breaths with the knees closer into the chest. Notice where you feel a stretch. Take the knees a little bit away, see if the stretch eases off or appears somewhere else. Slowly drawing our knees back to the centre and getting ready for final relaxation. So you can bring the knees into the chest. Maybe knees apart just to release off any tension in the back before we relax down. And then also popping anything warm on if you need to. So you can really let go and be warm enough in final relaxation. so when you're ready, have the most comfortable position you can find. Either knees bent up, knees together, feet apart in constructive rest, or legs out straight, small toes out to the side. Bring your chin in towards your chest and have the palms to face up. And then we're lying in Shavasana. Check that you're comfortable. Find your perfect alignment. And give yourself permission now to release. Let go. Do nothing for the next few minutes. Closing your eyes. So here the technique is simple. We're just releasing everywhere. We're being aware of how we feel. Release and feel. Notice what the practice tonight has done for us. Release every physical and mental tension. Temporarily let go of everything. Simply pay attention and see what happens. Put aside any worries or concerns. Be aware of how you feel. Savor the way you feel. Experience what's happening right there where you are. So as you're breathing steadily, slowly scan your awareness around and through your body, the space inside your body. Let go of every hint of holding on. Slowly moving awareness to your feet. So not really thinking about what your feet look like. Try to notice what your feet feel like. So the toes, what do they feel like? The sole of the feet, what do they feel like? The ankles. See if you can release and let go and soften the feet. And take awareness of the legs. Feel the legs. Notice. Soften the legs. Release. Let go. The legs are relaxed. Take awareness into the hips. Soften. Release. The hips are heavy. The hips are relaxed. And take awareness into the back, into the lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders. Release, let go. The back is relaxing deep into the mat. Bring awareness into the face. Relax the jaw. Soften the facial muscles. Relax the eyes. Relax the forehead. Relax the scalp. Relax the whole body completely. Let go, letting go, sinking deeper. When you're ready, bring awareness back to the room. Gentle movement back into the body. And bring both feet together. With a breath in, stretch your arms above the head. Breath out slowly, bring the arms down. Bring our knees into the chest. Just giving ourselves a big hug. And either rolling up to seated or bring our knees down to the right hand side. And pause there a moment. And press into the hand to lift up. Okay, thank you. Hope you enjoyed and see you soon. Hi Morag and Roger and Joe and Christine and Mike and Lynn. Thank you. See you soon. Bye for now.